Let me start here. Just because it doesn't feel good doesn't mean it's not working for your good. That's hard to accept when life feels backwards. Because right now, some of you are in a season that doesn't look like the blessing. They look like a loss. It look like a delay. It maybe even look like confusion. And if we are being honest, God is working everything for your good. Can sound, offensive when things are actually falling apart. Welcome to Life Experience, the podcast. Before I go any further, I'd like to say thank y'all for always watching and tuning in and subscribing and sharing these messages. God is doing something for us. And I just want to speak this before I actually go any further. When you feel like nothing is good is happening in your life, sometimes it's you have to actually change your environment. See, the atmosphere that you've been, like, for instance, I want to break this down and illustrate to you. If you're around a gang of people that's not doing nothing precisely, what are you going to do? You ain't going to do nothing either because you're not motivated. You're not encouraging. You're not inspired by what they're doing. You just, of a birds of a feather flock together. That's where you at. But if you step away and place your attention and your focus, God is going to connect you to the people that's going to help you to grow, to mature. See, a lot of people support you only because they benefit from you. But stop letting these people benefit from you. And if you're looking for a place to have purpose, not only just purpose, and you're tired of us just a sermon, come to Faith Talk University, where this is more than just a sermon. This is structure, where I talk about discipline, finances, when we overwhelmed, when we tired, and pray. And we have that moment to fellowship. But that's all I want to say now. Back to the video, Life Experience, the podcast. So let's talk about it honestly on Life Experience, because good doesn't always look good while it's happening. Think about it. Think about this. For instance, it can be disguised and you can look at it as, wow, this is a mess. But you don't actually see the full product yet because you don't understand that it's being built. But when God is rebuilding your life, we tend to forget the logic. We don't see that the inconvenience is leading up to something. We just assume something went wrong. But after a while, you begin to understand. That's where this clarity comes into effect. You just didn't lose something because it was part of God wanting you to lose. He's just making space for something new. And I understand being uncomfortable until you realize it was making room for you to receive what is new. So you can look on the outside in and see that a lot of things feel raw, feel sticky, but it's not to change what God is doing. See, timing matters. And some of you keep checking to see if God answered that prayer or will he answer that prayer. And God is saying to you, I know that I haven't taken you out what you're going through yet, but it takes time, good time. And growth always is a process. So let me say this plainly. God didn't waste your pain. He repurposed it. Nothing you went through was random, not at all. See, even the detours that you went through, even the delays, even the decisions that you feel like you regret, God is so intentional that he can still use your mistakes as, material. You thought it disqualified you. God using it to deepen you. See, you thought it was going to set you back. God used it to slow you down long enough to teach you something. And if you would have missed it, you would have been going full speed. So think about a GPS. When you actually miss a turn, it doesn't make you panic. It just recalculates it. It doesn't say, well, that's it, trip cancel. It adjusts the route. And some of you think because you miss a turn in your life, God threw the whole plan away. He didn't throw the whole plan away. No, he didn't do that at all. He just recalculated it. See, you are still headed where God has actually promised you, just wiser than you think. Thinking before you would actually going through that. And sometimes it takes us through the longer route because it's safer. Something you have to learn. And that's what nobody likes. See, God working things for your good doesn't mean he's rushing you to make you feel comfortable. See, comfort doesn't produce strength. Pressure does. So Pressure says sometimes it busts pipes, but it doesn't. Resistance does. That's why muscles don't grow in rest. They grow under tension. And spiritually, it's the same thing. You're stronger now than you were before in your last season. So even if you don't feel like it today, or even if you feel tired today, or even if you wish you never went through these things or these things never happened, growth rarely asks for permission. I said this before. It's showing up as a demand that will stretch you and prepare you. So some of you are, frustrated because things aren't aligning up fast enough. Well, what if God aligning you before He actually, aligns the opportunity that you're waiting on? Because the blessing out of order becomes a burden because you're not ready for it, and God loves you too much to give you something that you're not ready to carry. So let me say this, and I want you to get this: God doesn't always like to let you feel the process. Sometimes it's just pruning, like cutting back, timing, helping you to let go. Because pruning isn't punishment, it's also preparation. It's how fruit grows healthier. See, you want to bear good fruit, but you don't want to let old fruit go. And yes, it hurts to lose what you're attached to, but it also, attachment isn't always an assignment. So some things were seasonal, some people was transitional, and some doors were not meant to go through, but to teach you. And God is working even in the silence. See, silence doesn't mean inactive. It means work is happening behind the scenes where you can't even see it yet. Roots grow under the ground where nobody looking, no visibility, no validation, just God. But without deep roots, nothing survives a storm. So if your life been hidden for a while now and you feel like it's quiet, you're going unnoticed, that doesn't mean nothing is happening. God is just getting ready for you. He's working for your good. It means a foundation is actually happening. Let me make this stick. You wouldn't understand everything God is doing while He in it, but later you're going to recognize it. See, you'll look back and say that turn that I want to go down saved me. That redirection saved me. That mishap saved me. Not because it felt good. It's because God producing something good. And hear me when I say this, because God is just not trying to destroy you. He's refining you, redirecting you, and He's not working against you. He's working within you. So if you feel heavy tonight while you're watching this podcast, don't rush the process. Don't curse this season. Don't speak negativity into this season, and don't quit because you feel uncomfortable, because God is working everything out for your good, even the parts that you don't see yet or you don't even like it yet. But God will do something for you. So speak this over your life right now. Speak it to somebody in your household right now. Don't speed up the process. Trust God, because the patience, God is working for your good. So now I want to share a time in my life where I felt like I didn't see God working for my good, because I wanted God to change my current situation, but He had to change me so I can look at the situation different. See, the perspective that I had, or the perception that I had, wasn't intended for the way God had me going through things. See, God was reproducing. He was recalculating. He was changing the thought pattern that was in my mind, because I wanted the blessing right now. Of course, we're going to want money. I wanted money. I wanted to, be able to support my family, take care of my children, showing that I can do something. But I forgot the missing piece, the person that's at center of everything, and that was God. So He exposes things that I wanted because it wasn't in alignment with His desires that He had for me. So I had to break down. I was frustrated because I didn't see nothing happening for me, and that creates a whole lot of negativity. And I sat there for, a while in that negative space, and God was still working on me. He still was showing me. He still was trying to teach me. He still was loving me unconditionally through all the things that I was, actually regretting. And I was mad with Him. But even though I was mad, He still had a plan for me. He still was working for my good, because He knew that he was giving me the endurance. He was giving me the strength. He was giving me the capability, the capacity. All I had to do was have the willing spirit. So this is why I'm teaching y'all. God is working for your good. Everything that's meant to you feel like to destroy you, it's not to destroy you. It's actually to prepare you. And God has been preparing you for a while now. Even though it doesn't feel good, it doesn't, but it's a profound sound before the blessing actually comes. See, you're going to hear that indicator because just because you're in that storm, you don't see how God is having his hand on you, but he has his hand on you. He just wants you to know that wherever you are, and listen to me, wherever you are today, currently, God is working for you. He's working for your good. So don't let negativity, don't let the enemy, don't let other people distract what God is going to do. See, you might not see it's happening it's not live in effect right now, but behind the scene, he will show you a glimpse of it if you continue to trust in him, by you staying faithful, by you staying rooted, by you continue to seek his kingdom first. You will see everything has been intended for your good. God ain't a God of confusion. God ain't a God of telling you something and he don't make promise on. He don't make do what he promised you. God is going to come through. He always do. He never falls short. We as sinners, we fall short, but he don't hold that against us without judgment. But it therefore he will judge us if we don't continue to seek him. You know, man, this is all part of life experience. You know, life has its ways of going up and down. Life has its ways of throwing curveballs. And life has its ways, the universe has its ways of, testing us. But all that doesn't matter. What really matters is how we go to God and trust God. Trust God with our life. Trust God with our situation. Trust God with our heart and our mind. And he's going to put you back in alignment. So I want to let you know, God is working for your good. No point intended. He just know there's a lot of us struggling to surrender. So confess, trust, believe, and exercise your faith daily. Because by you exercising your faith daily shows a sign to God how serious you are with your relationship, becoming a better person, and straying away from old habits and old things. So for you to get this, and I mean really lock in and get this, step away from things that's not fulfilling, things that's not for you to participate in anymore. You know that one particular thing that you continue to feed into and you seeing is not having the results that you want because it's maybe not something that God has intended for you. So the alternative is you have to step away, step aside, and stop trying to control everything and let God start controlling and trusting him in everything. Storms is meant to happen to shape you, not to destroy you. Seasons may come not to just test you, but to bless you. So when people come into your life, it's for a reason, sometimes for a season and a lesson. So stop missing the teaching and learn and surrender to the teaching of God. So life experience is about, reading the Bible, not only just reading it, but applying it to your life, living it out, continue to give God a shout. Remind yourself that God is worthy of all your praise and that he's the head of your life, the author of your story. And you don't need to know the whole strategy. Just know he's navigating you throughout his plan, not yours. See, your plan is meant to cause, to be interrupted, to be exposed, because that's how it goes. He knew you from the beginning, the middle, and he knows your ending. So think about that message. This is life experience. And one thing that really helped me, this is not a brand deal or anything like this, but YouVersion, where it has daily scripture. It has plans for you, the moments you feeling like you're feeling sad, confused. You can click on that on the Bible app and it breaks it down. It helps you. It also has an audio where you can listen to it. You don't have to read if you struggle with reading, but YouVersion is a good Bible app. And I just use that for my own resources, and it's helping me. It helped me so much. So I just want to give somebody that insight for you today. Get a Bible, read, because God been trying to get your attention for a while now. This is Life Experience, the podcast. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're a listener on Spotify, make sure you give me a follow and leave me a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And all of us are going through something, but it's how we take it to God. It's how we coming up out of that storm, because life goes either way, good or bad. But when God is involved, God is intended to work things out for your good.